Hello everyone, Asexual Jellybean here. This is just some new series that I'm starting, or at least I plan on making a new series called In My Opinion. It's basically just gonna be like, it's just gonna be my opinion on certain games. I think I'm gonna be focusing on free-to-play games in the series, and I'm not gonna go into depth about in the games. I'm just gonna like say what's the game about, what do I like about the game, and then I'm gonna give it a score. Now I don't like plan on making this like a comedic thing or anything like that. I mean, I may put some comedy in there, I don't know, but this is just the first episode, kind of the pilot episode, and if it gets anywhere, I'm gonna keep doing it. If not, well, obviously I'm not gonna keep doing it. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of start out this episode like this, just tell everyone why I made this. So yeah, Blacklight Retribution was created by Zombie Studios, formerly known as Zombie LLC. It was formed in 1994 by Joanna Alexander and Mark Long. In 2011, Zombie Studios went on to create Blacklight Retribution. In January of this year, in 2015, Zombie Studios shut down as the founders retired. It was, however, later confirmed that a co-developer of the company would restart it again, but with the name Heartshield Labs instead. And that has now become a thing, and they went on to continue the Blacklight franchise and keep the game going. The game was published by Perfect World. Perfect World were a publishing company formed in 2008. They reached their fame around the time they were founded, when they started publishing Chinese games in the USA and other countries, making them grow spectacularly in popularity. They reached their peak in popularity after publishing the games Torchlight 1 and 2 in 2009 and 2012. They sooner or later go on to publish the game we're talking about today, Blacklight Retribution, in April of 2012. The game modes in this game are nothing to write home about. They're pretty much just the same old generic stuff. There's Deathmatch, which is free for all, Team Deathmatch, Capture the Flag, Kill Confirmed, which a lot of Modern Warfare 3 players will find familiar. Then there's Last Man Standing, which is a little bit more complex, because it's like free for all, but with permanent death. When you die, you have to wait until the next round to wake up. And Last Team Standing is Team Deathmatch, just with permanent deaths, just like Last Man Standing. It's also Search and Destroy, which is pretty much just the same thing as always. The King of the Hill, take control over a point on the map, get points, win. Domination, more points on the map, get control over many of them, get points, win. It's pretty generic, but there's also one game mode that I don't really get. It's one called Play As You Go, Helo Deck, and I honestly don't even know what that is, what it's about, because I don't even think I got to play it, because it seems so confusing to me just by the name. It only has one map, and that's Helo Deck, so I don't know what it's about really. The gameplay itself is very addicting, I will say. It is kind of generic, but it's still really fun. It has this same old running gun feel to it, just like a lot of other fast-paced games like Call of Duty. I got into this game thinking it was going to be very slow and boring, but realized pretty quickly that it has a lot more to offer than what meets the eye. The game feels good to control, and in my opinion has a very smooth feel to it when it comes to aiming. Just look at the gameplay here. The game has a few mechanics, and the one I find the most useful and the most entertaining to use is the heat vision. It's an ability that makes you incapable of doing anything other than move, but gives you the ability to see through walls and stuff. So basically you can see where all the enemies are around the map. However, you can't shoot or do anything like that. All you can do is move around and watch where everyone are. And it's pretty good to check if you can go around this one wall or not. Bound to have some sort of microtransactions. Microtransactions aren't really necessary in this game, as they are only for cosmetic items, just victory screen emotes or new skins for your weapons. You can buy these C coins, which are in-game currency that you can buy cosmetics for. You can use this currency to buy weapons, weapon attachments, etc, but it's not necessary, as you can get another in-game currency called GP by playing the game, with which you can buy the same things, excluding the cosmetic items. Overall, its free-to-play model is pretty good and is following the footsteps of games like TF2. Of course, in this game, farming this in-game currency can be kind of a struggle, as you very rarely get very many of them in-game, and it requires quite a bit to get a lot of it. So expect to use a lot of time on getting the weapon you're looking at. For a very small price, however, you can rent a weapon for 24 hours. You can do this whenever you feel like it too. There's no limit to how many times you can do this with each weapon. Just do it whenever. This is a nice way to let people test out the weapons they're keeping an eye on. So in my opinion, this game is pretty good. It has a few flaws when it comes to the microtransactions, because you have to pay to get these certain cosmetic items, and something I never really liked, because I also want some skins for my weapons and so on. I want some colors for my weapons, I want some emotes in the victory screen, I want to do some fun stuff as well. I want to look cool in the game. I know it seems kind of like a stupid thing to complain about, but it's just my opinion. And for a person like me, who is really poor, that's kind of a bad thing in a game, because I'd like some stuff too. So all in all, I'll give this game a 7.5 out of 10 for the graphics, the gameplay, and just the endless amounts of fun you can have in this game. And the fact that it's not a pay-to-win game is something I think is great. So 7.5 out of 10 is my score. Okay, take it or leave it, whatever you decide. Thank you for watching. Bye.